Dragon Age, Dragon Age. Um, bum bum bum. Dragon How many hours are we at? 31. Damn. I gotta pull up my aid for knowing Dragon Age region levels. We've been doing. I think I just finished the Forbidden Oasis because we can't do any more. Because of
Inquisitor?
we don't have the shards. We have to do more exploration. We can get enough shards and whatnot. How's our income? We have 6,200. That's not enough for. Commander Cullen, my husband informs me that I have your Inquisition soldiers to thank for the timely intervention that protected my carriage from an attack by bandits not long ago. The roads are indeed dangerous these days, and as the Duchess of Leeds, I will do my best to improve their safety. Please convey my gratitude to all who helped ensure my safety in these trying times. Yours, Duchess Carolina of Leeds. Hell yeah. Inquisitor, Evangeline and I owe you our freedom, and indeed our very lives. I am greatly saddened to hear what happened at the Conclave. I truly hoped for a peaceful end to this conflict, and the death of so many good people is a tragedy. Our own investigation took us to renegade Templars using a strange new red form of lyrium. I am chagrined that they were powerful enough to subdue us, although your agents tell us that these red Templars serve as shock troops for the enemy, who has had both mages and Templars dancing to his tune. Evangeline and I need to recover from our wounds, and our presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the rebel mages you brought into the Inquisition. Once we are healed, we will be honored to serve. Yours, Reese, Senior Enchanter, Equitarians. There's a note below, presumably added by Cole. I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. Inquisitor, here are the results of my research. I trust they're satisfactory. Your spy master said she might let me stroll around without my shackles if they please you. But sing no false praise on my account. Garion Alexius. Resources. Inquisitor, I have moved some of my agents into Caer Bronac, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Orlais. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. We're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood? They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, here's an interesting thing. Among the various things we found at Caer Bronac that belonged to its former mercenary inhabitants was a journal. and in it I found mention of several high-placed clerks in the Imperial Counting House who are, shall we say, known for their loose tongues. They sell what they know to mercenaries seeking to outbid others for work, but should we dispatch agents to speak with them, it would take very little pressure to have them work exclusively for us. The agents would need to remain to watch over our new friends, but I've been trying to place eyes on these positions for years. Liliana. The official will send agents to cure these men right away.
Inquisitor.
The mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down if it's to serve justice. Various soldiers are over there. They'll hunt down the mayor, yes.
Inquisitor.
Send Coleman. So let's see. So do the people I recruit just add 5% time? I know there's a lot of people online that don't like the war table. I like it. I'm a fan. I like that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about my new drip. Let's see. What to compliment? I think we'll do immolate. We'll do wildfire until we can get other things. So let's go talk to Sarah about the march.
Inquisitor.
I'm running drills, they're drinking, and paid better.
Are you sure?
Still waiting to go get that reward for marching through Vishal. Got something against free money?
Who is putting up?
Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
Alright, so Sarah.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Calm down.
Quiet yourself. We're here to help.
Help? Had enough help. I complain about a fight and suddenly I'm an agent or something.
You were the one with the rumor out of Vishal. My friend.
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
Oh. That combos pretty nicely together.
Oh, hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheath our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
Don't believe this piss bag. He started it.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pelharmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user, you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me, but we both need people.
It's my ally you
You want to
attacked.
talk now, but Sarah is my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now. You know how much her meddling cost me. Because apparently you were complicit. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these red jennies. You're of noble birth, and as Inquisitor, you are more than a peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
You were up to something in Vashel, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vershel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged hers to leave. Her people answered in kind, etc. Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
What would you be willing to commit to the Inquisition?
Why even ask?
Because a leader needs such information to make informed decisions. My family has ties across Lower Ferelden. Our presence in Orlais is recent, which is why I resorted to subterfuge. We have militia elsewhere, and they can be made expendable for your purposes.
Tell the snot splash no already. Not saying again.
The servants you killed, they did nothing except talk about what was going on.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well, that should be that then.
You're the one who empowered them, made their complaints a threat. Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
3, 2, frigging done!
Now what was the point of that?
Mother puss bucket, frigging bastard, shitebag pissface! Eat it, you lop-eared son of an arsenut,
Sarah!
rock piece of...
Sarah!
What?
He's done. You're done. Relax. It's over.
Pisshead. Friends, Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day.
Well, I was gonna recruit him, but I guess not. Sarah made the choice for me.
What? What do you want? Because I'm still angry. Angry face. And you should thank me for stomping the smile off that arse. He was getting in your head.
Don't judge my decision. You're the one who messed up.
Sorry, what are you on about? Because that excuse for a person was a fully vetted arsehole. You sure as piss not putting me next to him.
I'm more concerned that your friends didn't know what they were getting into. You risked their lives for this scheme.
Don't turn this around. Yes, they got hurt for talking, but what were they supposed to do? They were already being hurt. And who made it necessary to speak up? That noble arsehole, that's who. And that was just the one we flushed out. You'd rather do nothing than try to make this better?
I have to think about the Inquisition and how all the bigger pieces fit together.
See this eye? You're making it twitch, because that's stupid. Sometimes I cock things up, right? But at least I'm doing something. The greater good can frig it. pissing me right off, Inquisitor. We keep up like this, well, it's not good, right?
I need all the help I can get. But consider this a warning.
Well, understood. Hop to and all that. If you need me, I'll be waiting for some barking
Oopsies.
ass to give me orders. So hard to get. Stupid. Everyone. Well, you're here.
Is your network of contacts still active after what happened?
After Lord Arsehole in Vishel. Of course. He may have killed people, but that just means there's more who hate him. You should be one of them. But maybe not. So watch out for that.
We annoyed some nobles. Does that really help all that much?
It helped make a dead idiot. That's good return for time. I don't get what's so hard to understand. Your stuff works the same. Your Inquisition, I mean. Punch a bully, people like you. Do it because they asked, or let them think they asked. They like it even more. It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
It must have gone wrong before. How many times have you almost died?
What fight were you in? We didn't almost die. Besides, I only have to start these punch-ups.
We kinda did
mean?
almost die.
You killed Harmon.
Sure, sometimes I plonk one. But you know what it takes to be a noble? Everyone says, he's a noble. That's all a title is. So I slap someone, make them look stupid for just a second. All of a sudden, he doesn't look so nobly or scary. Maybe the servants rebel, whatever. But know what really gets them? Other nobles. They blame the slappee for being slapped. Their shit's like that. So it's backwards inspiration. Sort of. Still works like yours does.
So you think what you do is just as inspiring as what I do?
I said it works the same. Because if you're boot on your neck poor, nobles and couriers don't look much different. They sure as piss look closer to each other than they do to real people. So yes, I inspire. Little pockets of inspiration.
I get it, kind of. We just don't think of what you do as that kind of inspiration.
Well, we should take a good hard look at where our people come from. All the same people. At least my baddies are understandable. No kicking in the sky there.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit? Something on?
It's all good, ain't it, bro?
Empress of fire in the reign of the lion, eclipsed in the eye.
Let's see. Let's see. It's the next part of the map we're of level 4 would be the western road. Oh wait, we have a quest for Josephine here. Let's do Dorian, Cass, Cole.
Yes? Do you want?
Those who oppose thee shall know the wrath of heaven.
It's the Grand Ball in the Winter Palace, you
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Unexpected pleasure. You must have had a long
One must
journey
be on their
to the
best
city.
behavior if one
Might
is to
there
be
be any
seen.
news from this house?
All for your pretty empress.
Here's a letter from Ellery. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellery. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the Duparakets as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor.
You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellerly's words. Make her keep you.
Okay. Can I hold? Don't know why they make me travel to Valroya for that. That could have been... That quest could have been handled a little differently, I think. But oh well.
Inquisitor?
That's me.
Inquisitor!
Oh!
What happened here?
The House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
Are you sure they didn't hurt you?
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appear to have saved my life. I owe you everything, Sergeant.
Only my duty, Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy master about these murderous louts. She'll find how they got in.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparakets a lordship?
We need a judge of the royal court to procure documents acknowledging them as nobility again.
Let's do some codex reading while we Oculara. A skull set upon a staff. These macabre artifacts cause magical shards in the air to glow with magical radiance when a viewer looks through the eyes of the skull. Alexius was quite clear in his orders. We must scour the countryside to find more of the shards. Without them, the Venatori cannot claim the treasure our master seeks. For that, we need the Oculara. Without them, the shards are nearly impossible to find, even if they are no longer cloaked by whatever magic hid them for all these centuries. There must be more tranquil in the area. The rebels abandoned most of them when they fled their circles. Remember, the skull will only attune properly if the tranquil is in close proximity to one of the shards when the demon is forced to possess him. Even then, the blow must be delivered immediately. The Oculara produced from tranquil killed even minutes later failed to illuminate the shards when used. I trust you to continue your efforts in this matter. Our master expects success. Letter found in an abandoned house in Redcliffe Village. When the summoning ritual was complete, the spirit appeared. Both spirits and demons have no gender as we understand it, but this one, much like the rare and dangerous desire demon, presented as female. Although its form was not threatening, the spirit carried itself with a confidence and awareness, I suppose, that I have seen only in the most powerful of demons. This spirit of wisdom was polite and courteous. It answered our questions about the Fade, even acknowledging the difficulty when we could not understand what it meant. There was none of the bargaining one normally associates with a summoned creature, save that the spirit sometimes asked us questions as well. Harris shared a mathematical formula he had recently proven, while Etren explained her study on magical themes in the Chant of Light, and young Reese talked a little about his mother. When we were finished, the spirit thanked us for the conversation and then vanished, although none of us had dismissed it. We soon discovered that the summoning ritual we had devised was critically flawed. The spirit had been under no compulsion to come or remain. All the time it had talked with us, it had stayed of its own volition. Harris was greatly concerned that such a powerful spirit remained free, and has updated the ritual to correct for the weakness in the binding enchantment. I understand his caution, but I also confess that I quite enjoyed the conversation. I am not certain the spirit would have talked so freely had it been shackled at the time. When first I summoned her, she was a rose, unwithering, unchanging, and unthorned. A spirit of the purest love one knows, who never hated, coveted, or scorned. A second time I drew her across the veil, and shared a walk, a dance, a stolen kiss. With such a perfect beauty, pure and pale, no woman could compare, no man resist. Then in my weakness I essayed a third, though magisters there warnings did impart. She broke my binding with a single word, and said this smiling as she clutched my heart. The love I was, your passion's changing fire has forged the spirit into cruel desire. Sonnet 126, the lover and his spirit from a chant for dreamers by Magister Horatius. Okay, this one. Though it is an elven magic, I submit that Veilfire is worthy of consideration, for they perfected it at the height of their civilization. Certainly mages often use it as a source of light, for its flame burns without wood or oil. It can also activate dormant spells, which has its uses. Veilfire's true potential, however, is as a medium for writing. Veilfire runes convey more than the literal meaning of their text. Veilfire can transfer a tangible impression of sights, sounds, and even emotions on the reader. With diligent practice, any mage can learn this astonishing technique, but compared to the ancient elves' examples, current works are crude. I hope this book will guide those who, like myself, would rekindle an interest in this delicate art. Together, let us rediscover subtleties lost to the ages. After extensive study of the Kunari specimens you kindly provided, I have come to the conclusion that the painted markings on their face and body are not, in fact, solely for ceremonial purpose, but provide a practical benefit. Oh, I'm certain there is some cultural significance to the patterns and colors they choose, but the Kunari do nothing without purpose, yes? They call these markings Vitar, which in their tongue means poison armor. It's called this because the markings are magical in nature and actually harden their skin to an iron-like quality without hindering flexibility. And my analysis says the paint consists largely of poison. It's mixed in with something else, blood, perhaps their own, and that neutralizes the poison, but only for one with Kunari physiology. Anyone else would perish almost instantly, which reminds me I'll kindly require another body slave. The process activates the magical qualities of the poison, which provides the protective effects almost in the same manner that lyrium runes do. How this works and whether it can be used for our purposes will require further study. Perhaps some live specimens this time, from a letter written by Namiria Oreganus, apprentice to Manchester Varus, Dragon 932. Oh. I ain't reading all that yet. I think the west. Oh, yeah, we have a. Underworld knowledge. We have arcane knowledge. We have connections. History knowledge. Salted plains. I'm pretty doing all. No, we do have the western approach. Okay. Dorian. Bass. Sarah.
Visitor, welcome to the Western Approach.
Woo!
We've sighted Warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst
Dragon
place in the entire
smoke
world.
some Swede?
Be careful out there.
Are you worried about me?
Sarah
has to be.
approves.
And try not to die. I don't want to deliver that report to Skyhold. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here. This entire place. It just feels like something's not right. Be careful.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Octavian. With our allies, the Templars redeploying and abandoning their men in the canyons, we will now focus our efforts on the excavations and the summoning attempts. Go have a word with our White Claw associates. I'll be sending for the resources your way. Service. Oh shit. candy. I don't think I need any paragons listed, but... Oh, no, I do. I think this is a higher tier metal that could be useful for crafting our armors and weapons and whatnot. Ooh. Don't want to get slipped and sliding. Don't fall to death. Hello? Climb down, thank you. Ow. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do some good damage now with this new staff. Alright, Mr. Demon, shut up. You're dead. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to get through this fucking door from this side. Gates of Thoth.
No good. We'll have to find another way.
Balls. Yep. Damn spider. Get out of here. Property of Frederick of Sorrow, University of Orleans, Nazaire's Pass Research Camp.
Stolen supplies. Who in the world would send anything out here?
Caravan of refugees drove off road so we could collect out a view of Imperial soldiers. Half died, but you can pick up the wounded. Anything up here? Ladder to somewhere. Don't tell me it's just a fucking sack. Just a goddamn sack. Motherfuckers. Nope, there's a thing. I go that way. Ooh, that only marked level 11. Second shipment of artifacts for Griffin Wing Keep. 3 staves, properties unknown, 1 vessel for bloodletting, 6 damaged tomes of varying degrees of legibility, remains of a lyrium sensor, delivered to the keep at 1 service will see the more functional items passed on to Calpurnia. Oh yeah, that's a good combo.
So the Venatori want to keep us out. Shall we disappoint them?
Yes. Yes, we shall. Very good at disappointing people. I'm a better mage than you, bitch. Get fucked. Preserved letter found on the body of a messenger. Lord, you are right to doubt. Palladius will not be swayed. If this letter was sent, then it is sealed. Send aid. Sarpedon. Morven, Alexius has failed. The work here thus becomes all the more vital. Secure the site at all costs. The Elder One will not tolerate another mistake on our part. Service. Oh, you're about to disappoint him. Right. Oh, I feel like I should have Solus. Philip, hello, hello. A short letter accompanied by a map of the western approach. Several areas have been circled. Canis. The references are obscure, but they point to a single power, sealed at the height of the Old Empire. Tevinter's involvement in the region predates the First Blight. Detailed accounts of the location are non-existent, but there are some promising leads. You will be provided with men and supplies. Do not return empty-handed. They say from the storm? Ooh. It was nasty last night. I lost power, like, 4 or 5 times during the night. And according to a lot of people, it's gonna be worse tonight.
Oh, this...
Everything's frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori.
No. I'd say some ancient Tevinter decided to alter time. I'm surprised it didn't go better.
It was some dumbass. Bet he did try and replicate probably what Alexius was doing. The quest. Always gotta inspect the corners. Hall of Silence. Oh, I've found all the banners. Huzzah. Only tier 2? Gross. I want tier 3 and tier 4 stuff. I think my armor, my current armor is tier 4. Doesn't say. See, so going down that hallway would be the correct path. Wait. Sarah to open this door for us. Ooh, probably thing to read. Huzzah! Responsible blood magic. Let me correct you, apprentice. While it is true that blood magic is woven through the history of Tevinter, there are good reasons, quite aside from the Chantry's sermons, that such arts are now frowned upon. Consider the ancient magisters who once attempted to map the fate itself, a worthy goal, perhaps, but a costly one. When their spells exhausted their lyrium supply, the magisters spilled the blood of countless slaves. To what end? The shifting nature of the Fade made the effort futile, and so much death left the magisters open to possession by demons. Wasteful. Some still idolize Terina of the Rock, who used blood magic against the Kunari during the Steel Age. They say she cut her flesh on the shore of Marnus Pel as the Dreadnought sailed in, turned her spells against the crews, and boiled the very blood in their veins. A terrifying display, to be sure, but against Kunari? It only made them more determined when they besieged the ports of Carastes. And what of Magister Calanthus? That fool who believed he could make himself the Ascended Man with blood magic. 33 slaves died in that rite, and Calanthus became an abomination so horrific that his apprentices tore out their eyes at the sight of him. You quote the example of the lovers Cressens and Seraphinian. Yes, Seraphinian offered his own blood to cure Cressens of her wasting disease, And Crescent's lived a long life, but if the noble's use of blood magic still calls for the death of a good man, is that not enough reason to reconsider? Letter from Magister Aesthea to her apprentice. 771 Storm. Ooh, tier 3 stuff. Ooh, a Heartwood of 40% chance. Hell yeah. Mosaic piece. I almost missed ya. Almost missed ya. Excuse me, pardon me, if you don't mind. Passing through.
Texts describe a chamber. This must be it.
I'm gonna try and get...
Stone for a reason.
The markings on it. I've heard of keystones that bear the same.
Keep searching. There may be more.
Loot. Hidden loot. Must be mine. Things to read. This is my favorite.
Are Navaran cities of the dead actually filled with undead?
Of course. The Mortalitazi lure spirits to possess every corpse buried there.
And then what? Let them wander around willy-nilly?
Only in the abandoned areas. The rest are sealed up in their tombs, I suppose.
Forever? I almost feel bad for them.
After a time, the moaning grates on the nerves. Trust me.
I'll take your word for it. Scrawled notes accompany several complex diagrams. Theoretically, it should be possible to draw energy from the Fade itself. While I will not discount the obvious dangers, such risks can be circumvented through use of a proper channel. Once the channel is stable, we should be able to manipulate the energy to our will. Power gained would be beyond measure. At this time, theory will take us no further. If my hypothesis proves true, it will be an achievement unrivaled by any in history that will all but ensure the immortality of the Imperium. No, but I guess that was a thing I already read. The book disappeared. My brain was too big for it that I just absorbed it. Yeah, scrolled below, increasingly perplexing diagrams. Blood to start, then from the channel itself. The slave trader had 6 strong enough for the task. Preparations are in place. Sarpedon will call one final meeting. I must speak to the others in advance. A series of disturbing diagrams is followed by a personal note. Sarpedon would cast doubt on our work here. I expected no less. He is Balaran's man. If he thinks to deter me, he will not succeed. Who accomplished anything through such fretting and hesitance? Let him be placated by his pointless precautions. If he wishes to question the validity of my theories, perhaps he should look more closely at his own. Ooh, researcher spat. Oh, where could... This Veilfire. What? Something should be able to find a rune. Maybe it's further in. Open sesame?
A staff. Is this what they were after?
Don't go poking. The whole place feels wrong.
Ah, there it is, yeah. The journal lies open on its final entry. Palladius ignores all results that do not support his own hypotheses, brushing them off as anomalies and unexpected deviations. He posits that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation, and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing a secure channel can even be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will result from such foolishness, but he has the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures in the event of failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved. Dorian gained a level up. I can make him Necromancer now. Tempest. Oh. Damn, that's a good staff. Ow!
Careful! I think time's flowing again.
I said don't go poking. Ugh. Eat it! Eat it!
Damn it. Okay. So now this doesn't lead to where one part of the area I want to be able to explore.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
It's already worse. Just kill them.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Sarah? Owie. Oh, I didn't. Okay.
It's done.
Well, I'm rather sick of this place. You?
Someone would have freed the demons eventually. At least we were here to stop them.
Damn straight. Now let's get everyone else their level ups. Cassandra. I think I might respec Cassandra entirely. I kind of have her stats all over the place. Sarah, let's finish off that tree. We can have you go down Tempest. We'd go through the. I think we'll go through the cave. Investigate ancient laboratory. We'll go up through that one cave. We came across the thread up here. Before gearing deeper into the western approach. It's our inventory. 41 out of 60. Oh, damn it. I don't really care to fight that shit, man. Forgotten mine. I wonder how they'll handle the resource gathering in Veilguard. I hope it's not the same as it is here. It's a bit too tedious in this. Alright, Ghoul's Beard? How do I... Let me... Oh, hello! Benedict, pull up stakes. All plans for the mine and the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move and headed your way. Dump all the bodies and relocate to Humphreys du Lion, Vernon.
Gosh. They did something this horrible and wrote about it. These people are wrong in every possible way.
Fuck do I... Literally just hop up from here? Can I grab Ghoul's Beard? Go. Let me at ya. Lyrium a bit deeper in.
Some shit's getting an arse full of arrows.
Let's see. So there's probably a red barium. Sandrock Mine.
Ugh. More dead and skittering.
Louis, S says get the Templars whatever they want. No questions asked, so stop asking. They want refugees and travelers, we get them. Marius. Jesus Christ. What's happening in here? Freaky shit. Grabbed everything of use in there. Bring it on. Baba Booey. And over here, yes, we got a chest. Mine. How's our 51 out of 60? Damn, we're really filling up our inventory out here. I need to go to Sky Herald in a bit. Oh, it's got to be a quarry. Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used to use these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They are often mistaken by passers-by as simple carvings of the rock.
A Chantry symbol out here. Odd.
This has to be a quarry. Hell yeah. Big brain. Is there anything inside? Book. Our Lady of the End of House. A land filled with wonders like the Merdane, with a gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face. Her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame. Genetivi's words, brief as they were, inspired me. This stone prophet sounded magnificent. I had to see her for myself. I trekked up the Imperial Highway, concealing my identity and taking care not to seem like a foreigner. At Vol Dorma, a neglected road led west. Soon the dry land gave way to absolute desolation. Red earth, bones, blowing sand stripped my face raw. When it cleared, I could see for miles, not that there was anything to see. The few settlements I encountered were populated with derelicts and Chantry zealots. They warned me of worse trials should I continue to the Merdane. Eventually I turned back, opting for a smaller statue in a place the Maker had abandoned. Brother Berard, Parandale Chantry cleric. Alright. Let's see. There is a path to follow. We'll follow the Chauncey Trail first. Hello.
Lovely. Tell me we won't be fighting that creature.
I love the dragon animations in this game. Look. Gentlemen, leave the wardens to their work. Concentrate efforts on the dragon service.
The trail leads on.
Hold on, that's a creature I haven't fought yet, so I gotta kill it. I'm sorry, Grun. I had to get your codex. Real fucked up of me, I know. I apologize. Is this a buff? Is it? It's gotta be a buff. Totally not the right way to get to it. Oh, no, shit, it is. I'm such a gamer. Never mind, no, it's not the... God damn it. I'm not a gamer. Clem, don't drink at the mine again or you're fired, Doran. Oh, Clem drank at the mine again. Well, we'll worry about... I guess the... Okay, maybe that's underneath... I think that's in a cave. My gut instinct is telling me it's under a cave. I do not need elf fruit at the moment, I don't think. Oh, yes. Poison.
Turn back! This is madness!
Someone at Skyhold will have a solution.
Okay, giant's staircase. Up we go.
Dead! We should search the area.
Okay, it's up the tower. Gotta do my parkour. Ugh. Oh, nope. What's man? Were these two playing with action figures? Battle of Thetis, West Hill brandy. Notes of black, current with this honeysuckle finish. Also tastes like brandy. Good for them. What? weird.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
There we go, so camp.
Inquisitor.
That's me. Can I? I can't go in the lower area. I can go above. Stop. Tesoro Tower. Warden Commander Tesoro, slayer of over 100 Genlocks, gave her life in defense of the Abyssal Rift at the start of the long night of the Second Blight. Warden of Yoink. Okay. There's also something over here. Get the quill back real quick. And what's down here? Oh, Rita Vein. Yeah. Light overlook. The ledge. The stairway is extremely old and weathered. Its boards bear subtle gouges where clawed feet have tread. There are no indications of who built it or for what purpose. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go down it. Ah, hello, mosaic piece. Don't mind if I do. What's our inventory like? 55 out of 60. If we assault... If we go towards Griffin Keep, we are going to be put over our... If we go anywhere, we're going to get put over our inventory limit, so let's head back to Skyhold. Send our crew back out. And also sell things. And level them up. Trials reward. First,
Inquisitor.
send our people out on their missions. Be efficient without time. Yes, quite. Inquisitor, the tunnels are complete and our agents slip in and out of Cabronic like shadows. The workmen who were digging out the caves discovered some old dwarven items there as well. Mundane things such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price among some collectors of Liliana. Thank you. Notice Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the Mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Gowler Blythe. That was simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial counting house clerks were so shocked to have been discovered and so fearful of being found out, they all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisition on the spot. My agents say they are behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they sent gifts for you to prove their good faith, but we will watch them closely nevertheless. In the meantime, any efforts we make to gather coin and Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placement in Liliana. Crossing this. Commander, we have completed initial estimates on the construction of an elevated bridge of the toxic sulfur pits in the western approach. The work will require 10 of our engineers and 6 wagon loads of lumber, but the finished construction will allow troops to move through the region at a safe distance from the poisonous gas. Build up how the soldiers versus the... Let's have our soldiers build it.
This morning.
Inquisitor, reports from Griffin Wing Outpost say the construction of a safe path through the western approach's larger sulfur pit is complete. Our soldiers completed the bridge without incident and has opened routes to previously inaccessible areas of the approach. You can expect the results the next time you travel to the region. Cullen. What now? Nightingale. The last Venatori have left the ancient laboratory in the wake of the Inquisitor's attack. We can be sure that secrets have been left behind. Those of the Venatori, the ancient defenders, or both. We should not allow the desert to bury them. Well, if he's talking to Nightingale, that means send it Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Surely Inquisitor cannot be a part of such things. It seems a base prank to intentionally disrupt such an affair. Memo from Josephine, written on a letter from Sarah. This guy is a special prick. Swats his people around, thinks his sovereigns pay for it. Embarrass him at his own party and you please a dozen people. People with keys and little else. Sarah. The date and time are scribbled below. Also an Orlesian mask with other masks for eyes. One outside will disrupt the event. It is trivial to ensure we are represented, but should we encourage such behavior?
At your service.
Josephine. And then... Letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanying a handful of injured Inquisition soldiers through the Frostbacks. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their families in Ferelden. These are strange times, and many seek the solace or forgiveness of loved ones. Unfortunately, that peace may never come. A band of Avar, refusing to see reason, have pinned us down. We have taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best we can, but I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it is so. We need aid. Don Cullen's hand follows. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. We sent a party to pursue a group of Red Templars we suspect of moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines. A swift word might reach the party, allowing them to go to the Sisters' aid. However, we would likely lose the Templars' trail. No one's thinking, but if the Red Templars to escape, more people will be harmed. Soldiers would understand. Oh, if I choose Cullen, No, we're not abandoning those troops. Inquisitor, we explored the Falomire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled on an old road that leads west to the Frostbacks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to shave weeks off a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing. We could move troops east to west without risking the mountains. Let's keep this road for our soldiers. They can repair it.
To work?
Send Cullen there.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
He has a chance to prove it.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
I'll give him a clean death.
War forces terrible choices on us. But justice demands its due. Gregory Dedrick, I sentence you to a swift death.
The day has come at last. Maker, forgive my sins.
Oh, you're using an axe? And I thought it would be me doing it. Yikes. That was not a clean death. That was not a clean death. Ganon Anaste. Black Wall. Let's see. Palm Strike hits harder and faster. It stuns enemies longer if they are already suffering from a negative status effect. Call. Vivienne. Solus. Varric. Iron Bull. Okay, let's see here. Any new helmet? Nope. Accessory. Nope. Cooldown upgrades. Sandra, weapons. Shield. Commander shield. Level 15, okay. Armor, there's not going to be any better armor, but helmet. No better helmet. I don't think anything, yeah, no better accessories for her. Sarah. Armor. You know, the Griffin Mail is what we have secured on her. Okay. Accessories. Cooldown. Dorian. That's a level 12 staff. And it only does 96 DPS and at level 12. That kind of sucks. Donkey balls, man. Accessory. Belt. Spirit resistance. Firestorm ring. Black wall. Accessories. Nope. Cole. Kind of want to switch Cole to Archer. This is Vivian. Okay. A new for her. Solus. There's not going to be anything new for him. Varric. Iron Bull. Bull, can we get clothes on you to cover your massive, your tassive mitts? Alright, Cole. I want to see if you're, what I have you using. I mean, it's kind of... I think we can just... Yeah, we're gonna switch Cole to Archer. Just because we already have... Oh, no. Oh. Technically, Varric is the... No, we're gonna leave him a stabby boy. Gonna leave it. Gonna leave it. Tempest. I think I can sell... no. Let's see. And then buy... We're gonna use Cassandra, use it. just gonna. Menus while you're affected. Eyes retain the effects for longer. Maker's Will. Then you need to dispel all hostile magic from the area around you. Spell functionality deals massive area damage when dispelling barriers and other beneficial effects. As well as demons. Ooh. Spell Shatter sounds really nice. Your art is forever inspires the party to fight harder. Fight your allies. Your faith is your protection against the elements and not for you alone. The entire party gains increased resistance to fire, ice, electric, and spirit damage. Even should you fall, you give your allies the strength to fight on harder in your name. Wrath of Heaven, you summon a blinding pillar of light that stuns nearby enemy damage. Demons. And then does even more damage to demons and these enemies stunned longer. You're healed for each enemy you strike with Wrath of Heaven. Now... what to combo that with? I think we go back to... now we have 10,000. Means I could buy more... what you call it?
Your worship.
I'm immune to fall damage. God, I love that so much. Alright, back to the Western approach. Let's do Sandra. Solus. And Cole. Yep. Bum bum.
Nothing to report, sir.
Let's take Griffin Wing Keep in the Venatori. You.
Shall we knock?
Gladly.
Open sesame? That's No, you don't.
Goodbye. Venatori! Meet them! Prepare them!
Venatori, meet them. Prepare. You sound like a little bitch. Wait, let me loot.
There's an elven artifact nearby.
Oh, I see it.
The wards are working.
What's up here? I like how the enemy is just preparing for a fight and I'm over here fucking around. Like, why hasn't the Inquisition come after us yet? Oh, the Inquisitor is snooping around. He's taking a gander at everything else. Ah, of course. Can I not? What is with the ladders today? I don't want to work. I'm literally right. How next to it do I have to be? Oh, opens up. Oh, Solus, you just yeeted a rock at that man's bridge. What if we wanted to use that bridge? Now we gotta repair it, man. Don't think there's gonna be anything up here, but we'll look anyway. Oh, nope, there's some loot over here. By some loot, I mean a fucking shitty longbow. Murdered one of them.
We serve, Inquisitor, in life and in death.
Hold on, let me just loot right here. Hold on. Y'all fight and I'll loot. And fair.
Goodbye.
Oh, they're opening the door for me. How nice. How kind. There's a cave over here.
Here, Inquisitor! I am ready to serve! The warrior! Life is nothing! He will reign!
How'd that go for you?
I enjoy your glory.
that everybody? No, no. Oh, hello. Oh, you stabbed me in the back, you little bitch.
Goodbye.
Little
We should
slut.
bring in our forces to occupy the castle.
Let me look around first before we bring in our soldiers. Like the Ocularum over here. Or the Astrarium. The Ocularum are the skulls, I think. Okay, this one looks small. Looks simple. I think we start that. Nope. Shit. There we go. The only constellation to maintain its ancient name in the present day. The constellation Thoth directly corresponds to the ancient Tevinter old god known as Thoth, the Dragon of Fire. The depiction of this constellation varies, usually represented either as a man of flame, in agony, presumably a victim of the old god, or as a flaming orb. Scholars in the Divine Age attempted to officially change the nomenclature to Ignifir. That's why some old texts record it as such, but the attempt never caught on, even after the eradication of old god worship in the Imperium, from a study of the Dacian astronomy by Sister Oren Charkis. Come on. Place that damn flag. Glitching background. Love to see it.
Inquisitor, you're early. We've barely been set up a week. I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited Darkspawn in the area. The Venatori have retreated, but scouts haven't pinpointed where they've gone yet. We're reasonably well entrenched here. This water supply has been problematic. It's causing delays. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
We haven't met, have we? What's your name, soldier? Where have you served?
I beg your pardon, Inquisitor. Knight Captain Rylan at your service. I served with the Templars in Starkhaven until they all ran off to the hills, barking at the moon. Commander Cullen offered me a job, and I was glad to do anything to help stop all this madness.
How is the Inquisition treating you
Do you
so
like
far,
your job?
Captain?
It's good work. Some of it's a touch batty, but I'm always glad to be doing something useful, Inquisitor. There's no shortage of things that need repaired, shored up, or just a good bucket of water dumped on them.
If you were in Starkhaven, how do you know Cullen?
After Kirkwall exploded, Starkhaven sent aid. Rubble fell on much of the city. A lot of people were homeless or trapped in collapsed buildings. I coordinated rescue efforts, and met Cullen while he was trying to command what was left of Kirkwall's Templars.
You didn't want to leave the Chantry with the others of your order?
Sacred duties are all well and good, but someone needs to do real work now and then. If the barracks are on fire, I'm going for water, not standing around smiting the ash for heresy. Ah, respectfully speaking, of course, Inquisitor.
What can you tell me about the Darkspawn in the area?
The Darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep. I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargast claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping
Y'all
us away,
can't
too.
handle that yourself?
4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
Report, Captain. What's the situation in the western approach?
I've had scouts investigate that Red Lyrium operation you smashed. I don't think anyone's getting into that cave anytime soon.
Carry on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Okay. Assuming it probably wants me to go into the cave down below. There's nothing over there. There wasn't like a mosaic piece or something. How do I climb? How do I... Aha. Parkour. Is it fucking worthless?
Did you hear what happened to Marcus?
Fell into the hot spring. I saw him in the infirmary. It wasn't good.
I saw what was left of his armor. I can guess.
Oof, Marcus, you poor fool.
Merchandise.
You had apples yesterday.
Fuck is this land? It says, okay, it's gotta be shit underground.
Did you see those Venatori run?
Soldier, why do I have to open the gate? You should be doing this for me. That's some H. Alright, now for the long run around. Hello, Ghoul. Fucking wrecked.
We need to find out.
I think right here, where there's magic. Just a hunch, though. Let me light these torches that are going to do absolutely nothing for me. This ancient cistern stinks like rotting meat. I think it wants me to climb up the well. Not yet, anyway. Maybe it does. No, there's more. Oh.
Things you had yesterday.
Had to ship this from Lake Celestine.
Oh. It's a wide ass area. Alright. Oh shit, another operation.
We can't cross this.
The Darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Balls. New creature unlocked. Yippee. Engraved on this gate are symbols of Andorra, old god of slavery. What a bitch. Can I open it?
That's the
God damn it.
grandmother of all locks. We're not getting in here.
I think you could parkour your way in.
Goodbye!
I think if I wanted to, I could just parkour it in, but no. We'll see about getting in the way the game intends you to get in there. Looks like there could be oil around these parts. America. Certainly no useful resources. This is Christ. Oh wait, but there is a cave. What the Okay, yeah, that was a cave. I wasn't going crazy. I wasn't hallucinating. Dead spider. What incarnation? Ooh, a nice shield. This statue is oddly warm to the touch and shivers slightly as though it might have a pulse. Don't like that. Alright, this cave doesn't lead out anywhere. Beans. Baba Booey. Inquisition soldiers, there is a phoenix walking right past you and y'all don't give a shit. That's me. I am... Sir. There... Anything? No, there's fucking nothing. Alright. Let's go to Lost Wash Creek.
Inquisitor.
That's me. Still me. Indeed. Yep. Mm-hmm. Boy, it teleported. Get it away.
Inquisitor.
Hi. Hi, how are you? Oh, that was my first Vargas? What? Jeanette, be careful bringing back the equipment from the university. Marcus saw some dangerous-looking folks skulking about in the caves near the road. Bandits or brigands or anti-intellectuals of some ilk. I do not know what they might want with us or our research materials, but it is better to be safe than sorry, Frederick. I still haven't come across this Frederick. The relief carvings on the slab depict worshippers of Razakale, old god of mysteries, engaged in a religious ceremony. Interesting. Yes, quite. We know they were here. They put up those awful statues on Droste looking snobbish everywhere they go. Not much of a secret location. We know they found a way to reverse tranquility, but so far nothing we've uncovered has told us how they did it. I hate that statue. She just keeps sneering at me. Hey? Scratched into the wood is the following message. Can I get you a ladder to get off my back? something over here. We gotta go to it. Got to get the landmarks. Warden Joris, commander of the defense of Adamant Fortress during the long night of the Second Blight, gave his life in battle against a Hurlock Alpha. The Grey Warden comes advice out. Go to the the skull. Yay, intestine. Senior Warden Lamar, hero of the Second Battle of Forward Pass, held back 3 charges at Darkspawn during the critical long night of the Second Blight and lost her life in service to Thetis. Excuse me. Go away, sir. Lazaire's Path. Oh, don't want to miss any loot. No, no, no. Can't have that. Even if it's just one face. It's not all that useful.
Are we going to camp?
We might. Don't know if I want to anymore. Questioned it. Claiming. I'm claiming a statue. In honor of the wings of adamant, the brave griffins who gave their lives in service to keep the blight at bay. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, sacrifice. Huzzah, I think.
Visitors?
The
Thank
research.
the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frédéric of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
You're a scholar. What can you tell me about this region?
The Western approach is a remarkable place, as you are no doubt aware. Many magnificent creatures make their home here. Vargusts, dragons, phoenixes. They thrive where few others can. The land was poisoned by the Second Blight. The Warden Fortress has stood since that time. Before the Blight, the ancient Imperium ruled here. Actually, I saw some Tevinters recently. Studying the runes, perhaps.
The rest of your team went missing, and there are raiders all over the area. Should you be here alone?
I don't know what happened to the rest of the expedition, but the raiders have left me completely undisturbed. I have also seen Grey Wardens and strangers in odd black clothing, but they all ignore my presence completely.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a professor at the University of Orlais. I have made it my life's work to write the definitive monograph on the hunting habits of dragons and their closest kin. On this trip alone, I have produced 20 scrolls of notes. More scholarship than has ever been done on the Southern Vargest. But my hope, my great ambition, is to observe the abyssal high dragon taking her prey. A sight no scholar has ever recorded.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the high dragon cannot resist. I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather
I got those.
intestines and a phoenix's
Intestines.
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are fascinating and little understood creatures, thought extinct for centuries. Now they seem to be making a comeback. The Nevarans wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior, but high dragon hunting patterns have never been studied. I would be most interested if you come across any Gurn corpses that might be victims of dragon attacks.
One tail feather and one batch of intestines, as requested.
My friend, you are invaluable. I will certainly note your assistance in my monograph on the High Dragon.
Thank
I will
you.
attempt to lure her out as soon as my background research is complete. Mistakes could be deadly. The ancient Tevinters wrote volumes on the study of dragons. I believe they had a laboratory in this desert. If only their work had not been lost. Truly, the Blights set the field of draconology back centuries. Deplorable.
I found this manuscript on dragons in an ancient
Would
Tevinter
you look at that?
laboratory. Will it help you?
I thought of everything.
What remarkable diagrams. Are these chambers of the draconic heart? Oh, if only I could read the script. Do you perhaps know a linguist? Or a Tevinter historian?
I don't, but the Inquisition might. I'll speak to our specialists. We'll have to speak some other time.
Strange that a lone scholar should be completely ignored by the bandits in the Venatori.
get this chest. Let's loop around to this first. Hammerstone Mine. Surely this is another quarry.
Someone was digging for things that should have been left undisturbed.
Cassius, remind your hirelings to leave that Orlesian fop alone. With our red friends leaving the area, Service expects more from the White Claw efforts. I'm explaining to him that you let those raider idiots kill our best chance at actually getting that high dragon in reach, Octavian. That's right. The ground here trembles slightly underfoot. So close. We nearly reached him. Made it down to what looked like a dwarven thaig, where the song was actually audible. Real and thrumming through the air, not just in our heads. It rattled through the Lyrian pillars and shook the earth beneath our feet to its dreadful tempo. We lost 30 men in the last cave-in, and the warden commander is abandoning the mission. I tried to argue for one last push, but the rock is too unstable down there. We'll have to find another archdemon somewhere more solid. And loot the gold. Cleansing room. Voting against Red Templars and Darkspawn. Oh, that's... So you do that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Get out of there. Fucking way. Got him. Let's see, what level? We're still level 11. We're almost level 12. Soon we'll be able to start taking on dragons.
The end must be nearby.
Guess we'll go down. Better be something good in here. Just keep staring at me. It had to go. It just kept staring at you. Someone's wiener, perhaps? We let the boy rest, the first night they brought him to the White Spire. I convinced Knight Commander Belrose to delay the ritual till the morning. The journey was long and the lad could barely keep his eyes open. Poor thing. I was certain escape was the furthest thing from his mind. Medine found him a clean cot in with the other young apprentices, and when I came in with his supper, he was already fast asleep. In the morning, I showed Medine how the phial was to be prepared. First, a simple charm to preserve and protect the glass, then a spell that to keep the blood from forming dark clots. The last step could only be completed with the apprentice present. I sent a young Templar recruit off with a message that we were ready. The boy was escorted to the chamber by Belrose himself. I could tell he had just been awakened. There was a smear of dirt from his face, perhaps from the road. I called the boy to me and cleaned his cheek with my sleeve as I explained the ritual. "We have to take your blood," I said. "Because you're special and we don't want you to be lost. If it happens, the blood will allow us to find you and bring you home again." I let Medine take the lancet this time. The tremor in my hands was worse that day, and I didn't want to make too deep a cut. I held the boy close, and Medine made a small, neat incision on his palm, exactly as instructed. I felt the boy struggle and start to cry. I tried to pull away, but Medine gripped his hand firmly, letting the blood run into the phial. Then Medine cast the spell, like we practiced. Within the phial, the blood churned and grew bright in the presence of the mage to whom it was bound. It was done. Another phylactery, another link forged. He was leashed to the White Spire. The boy could not look away from the glow. It was enthralled, and the pain and the tears were forgotten. "See? This is magic," I said to him. "When you are older, I will teach you." Belrose let the boy hold his phylactery for several minutes before he locked it away in the chamber, for the memoirs of Enchanter Riva Clay. We so far cannot confirm that Faramund has had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not be possible for spirits in the Fade to even see someone who has so long been tranquil. He wishes to continue the experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready. You just walk right past him. They won't notice a thing. Man. Oh, man. I am tired. Gentlemen, your mistakes are beginning to distress me. I told you to take the equipment and leave the research team alive. Perhaps you don't know the difference between life and death? If you cock this up again, I'll be happy to demonstrate the distinction for you in detail. We'll leave that thing alone.
should look around.
Ooh, almost level 12. That's it. There are multiple things for me.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Yeah, he's gonna be upset at me. I already know what he's gonna say. Would have liked to have seen it. A bottle marked vintage Warden Jaren, smash when dead. Ooh. Piece of can? Alright, I'm gonna actually end stream early tonight because I'm dealing with a fucking headache suddenly. Which, fucking lame. But we made some decent progress today. I'm happy with it. There's no one to raid. Philip, thanks for hanging and chatting a bit. Everyone else, thank you for hanging and lurking and whatnot. I should be live tomorrow night as well. Play more of this. So long as I don't have a headache. Good night. Bye.